I forgot what was my hello. Oh, I forgot.
Oh,
Konniya,
Konya.
konniya,
Konya.
konniya. I was just talking. I was just saying that I was very nervous because not only is this the first stream of the 2023, but also I haven't streamed in over a month. So this is I'm just hoping that no disaster is going to occur. Yeah.
I
So
think it'll be fine.
my expectations are pretty low. Hi Maisie, hi Roomba. So today I am joined by my wonderful, amazing, super talented and funny bestie, Erin, also known online as Ogama Girl. Hi Erin.
Hi, everybody. I'm so happy to be on Nia's stream again. It's been so long. I'm so happy.
My wife is watching this. Hi Charlie.
Hi, Charlie.
Is in another room because we live together now.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm so excited. Hi Naps.
Hi,
I
Nap.
miss you so much. Naps is my sibling. We now live in different countries and I miss them every day. Hi Nico.
Oh, Nate. Hi, Nate.
Konniya. Welcome everyone. So, getting back to the point. So today we have gathered here. Is this too official? I have gathered you here today.
Today we have gathered for.
Yeah, it's not a few.
No.
It's actually the opposite. It is the birth of the new Precure season titled HIROGARU Sky Precure, also known as Spreading Sky Precure. Alright, so one of the exciting things about this title is that I actually low-key predicted one of the sub-themes of it. Well, the main theme is obviously like sky and wings and like clouds and all that drill. You can pretty much tell from the title and the logo. But the thing that I have spotted, and I'm very proud of it because I caught it like very, very early, like the same day that the logo dropped. So the word spreading, hirogaru, I said that it sounds suspiciously close to the way Japanese people would pronounce words hero girl, hirogaru. So it would be like the same except with like longer vowels. And we will get to that later. Hi Nia, I find it really funny that you're doing this stream just over 4 hours before the official I don't really care, honestly. I think I got enough material to do that, and it's not like they're gonna reveal all of the characters at once, right?
Yeah.
Thank you, Pixie. Thanks for stopping by.
Thanks for coming.
Awesome. Okay, so first we're gonna like talk a little bit about the logo itself because it honestly haven't even been that long from the day we first saw the logo, and we got this like a clear image because every year a trademark gets filed by Toei Animation Precure season, and that's how we get to know the new season. So as you can see on the logo, there's like a pretty clear aesthetic going on. We have the Hirogaru Sky written like heavenly, cloudy kind of font with the white and blue being the main colors, and then the bottom is more in line with the Precure logos. And people always try to like super analyze the colors of the logo, and it's not like completely off about the colors of the Precures, but still, like, there is no yellow cure.
Right, and
there is
yellow
no yellow
logo.
cure. But we'll get to that later. When I first saw this logo, I did like the top half where it says Hirogaru Sky, but like, I don't know, I feel like So I'm a graphic design graduate. I studied typography and all that drill. Like I studied the use of fonts, and yeah. So I feel like this logo is a bit imbalanced in a way that so the top half is like swirly and like regal, and the bottom part is also swirly and regal. Like I feel like they should have gone in a bit different direction. I wish the word precure was less like princessy, like go princess precure logo.
Sure.
But however, I do not know what is the actual content of the show. And to be fair, there is a princess character in the show, so maybe it makes sense. But like purely from design standpoint, like when I first saw it, I felt the logo is like a tiny bit imbalanced. But that aside, so on the bottom we have this pen that looks like a wing, which really reminds me of the star color pens from Star Twinkle Precure.
Yes, me too. When I saw that part of the logo, that's immediately what came to mind.
And then back to the colors, so we have this little I don't know how to call it. It looks like a Quidditch ball or some shit with wings. You see it on the poo.
Yeah.
On the poo of the Precure. And there are 5 lights, 5 colors coming out of it. And people have been really debating this for a long time. Because you couldn't see if the image was like, if it was just like a weird gap or if it was a white stripe between purple and blue.
Yeah.
But now that we actually saw the characters, we do know that this in fact is white stripe and not a weird gap.
Yep.
So we are expecting to have 5 precures being the colors of blue, white, purple, pink, and not yellow but orange. Although this stripe, it does look more orange than the bottom of the Precure logo itself.
It does.
It does look more orange.
Yeah.
So what do you think?
First of all, I think it's really pretty. I really like the swirly font for the HIROGARU sky part, and the gradient in the Precure I think is really beautiful. I think that the colors like they
Do you
fade
love
well.
the color of the sky?
I love the color of the sky. It's like that stupid post. But I like wings as a design element. I think that it's really cute and it's very magical girl. It's like quintessential magical girl.
Yes, it's it's like the essence of the magical.
Yeah. So I really like the little wing on the poo and the wing pen element at the bottom. So when I first saw this logo, I just thought it was really pretty, and it made me excited to see what the designs for the cures themselves would be. Because if the logo looks this nice, then I was like, oh, the cures are gotta look amazing.
Yeah, there are like 2 obvious paths from the logo. It's like either it makes sense or it doesn't, as simple as that. And in this case, I feel like the logo and the character designs are like corresponding very nicely. Which I'm sure a lot of people are happy about.
Yes.
So there's not like a whole lot to say about it. I actually do think that the gradient kind of like reminds of the sky as well. I think it's a tiny bit cluttered maybe, but I do like the sparkles in it. I do like the top font. I like how it kind of sorts an oval like egg shape with the stripes and the bottom like pen line. Like that looks very nice. So like overall, I had a very good impression. Like I had a very good feeling when I first saw it. So I was very, very excited when I finally saw the silhouettes and now the actual designs. When I saw the silhouettes, I lost my shit because I was very hoping to see a Twin Tails cure, a Twin Tails pink cure, mind you. But we'll get to that.
Yeah.
There are just so many things, but yeah, this is finally happening. So we're going to move to the next slide then. And so we're going to go in order. So our protagonist is Pure Sky. Just like the season is called HIROGARU Sky Precure. She is the titular Pure Sky, and her transformation phrase, or how do you call it? Is it like a slogan? What do you call it? I don't know.
I don't know if there's a technical term for the thing they say when they transform. I guess. Yeah, because it's not the phrase that they use to transform. It's the phrase they say
like
right before their name. Yeah. So like it's not even. I wouldn't want to say catchphrase because it's not
let's just say tagline. So her tagline is "無限に広がる青い空 pure sky." Infinitely spreading the sky. Pure sky is her tagline. And how should we go about this? Should we discuss like the Precure design first or the sub first? I mean, she is a Precure, so it's probably talking about both. But for now, I am gonna switch to the next slide and introduce you to this character a little bit before we can get into actual discussion. Well, Pure Sky's civilian name is Sora Harewataru. Harewataru Sora Mi. What was it? What did Harewataru mean again? I remember the sky part.
yeah. Harewataru. ちょっと待ってね. I'm also kind of blanking.
I thought I remembered it, but then I forgot.
Harewataru. Clear, like to clear up.
Yeah. So like clearing sky.
Yeah.
So very straightforward, very Precure name. So as we know, there are going to be like a blue and a pink cure, as we know from the silhouettes, and like we kind of like expected it. But the problem was, so we got two names leaked. We got Cure Sky and Cure Prism. And like we got their civilian names as well, and everyone was like very confused because like all things pointing at the fact that Cure Sky is not going to be pink. And that's what happened. So for people who are not like super deep in Precure or anything, and like even if you just know about magical, you would know that in the current era, pink magical girl lead is very common and like popular, and that's how they sell the toys, etc, etc. So originally when Precure started, the Futari wa Precure season had the leads named Cure Black and Cure White. So obviously none of them were pink. Cure Black did have pink color in her outfit, but it was still like not the main one, obviously, because she is named Black. And then a couple of years back we had Pure Summer, who was she white or was she rainbow? She was white, right?
I heard outfit was mostly white, but I think that she was technically classified as a rainbow cure.
But yeah, so this is not the first time since like 15 or whatever years ago that we got non-pink cure lead, but this is the first time we got a blue cure lead, as far as I
think that this is like you just explained. It's huge, yeah, like because there's a ton of blue cures, but they are always, up until now, have been like support members. They haven't been leaders.
So pink and blue duo is not new at all, but
no, that's
the blue
probably
cure
the most common.
is supposed to be complementing the pink lead. Like it's supposed to be like, sometimes it's even sort of a foil for the pink. But this time around, we, for the first time in, well, forever, have a blue lead, and let's get back to it. So her name is Sora Harewataru, and so if you know me, I actually usually like to pronounce the names like they are written in Japanese because it's just more familiar to me. But this is no mistake. Like, this is actually how her name is written on a magazine scan. It is written all in katakana. Which means, like, I'm not gonna get too much into it, but since Japanese has 3 writing systems, the fact that it's written in all katakana means that she is not a Japanese native, in a way, I guess.
Yeah.
And which is like confirmed right here on the scan. It says Sora is a 14-year-old girl that came from the country floating in the sky called Skyland. So she is not. We don't know if she's from Earth yet. We don't know if she's from like a separate like magical dimension, like the Ku Kingdom from the current season. Like, we don't know much yet, but we just don't know that she's not from Japan.
Yep.
She got isekai'd to Japan. And that is why her name is written like it's not a Japanese name, even though it sounds like it. Oh, actually, an interesting thing is that, so, harewataru is a Japanese word, but her name is spelled harewataru. There's like a hyphen there, which indicates that it's like elongated vowels, so it's harewataru and not harewataru. Yeah, so this is like really giving me flashbacks on a certain Hagoromo Lala.
Yes, yeah, absolutely.
As
Another
well
start.
as Pure Princess, but we'll get into it. Yeah, so Sora is a 14-year-old from the Magical Kingdom, or like country or whatever, called Skyland, and she really wants to be a superhero. She is very athletic, which is, again, I'm very, very curious if she's like athletic. Does that mean that she plays a sport? And if she does, since she's from some like fantasy land, does that mean that she plays some like magical sport or something?
Like
I'm very curious.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. That would be really cool.
If I remember correctly, the last sporty blue cure was Chiyu.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, because after that, wait, who was? Yeah, because in Tropical Rouge we had Laura, and then now we have who?
Kokone.
We have Kokone, who is our Ojo-sama. Definitely not the sporty types. So Sora is very sporty, very like energetic girl, and she wants to be a hero, not necessarily a superhero. Like, this is how it's phrased. She wants to be a hero, and on the bottom left panel she says, I will definitely become a hero.
Zettai
She's
hiro
very-
ni narunda.
Yes, it's actually very interesting, her manner of speech. So Precure has all sorts of leads in its shows, and she seems to be like similar to Cure Summer in her manner of speech, which is more, it's a bit like boyish, if you will, like a bit close to a shonen protagonist, which really lines up with her wanting to be a superhero.
Yep.
So she comes to Earth by accident after she saved, again on accident, she saved the princess of Skyland called Eru, or L. I think for clarity, let's call her Eru for now, but I'll get to that too. Man, there are just so many things. Anyway, so let's talk about the actual designs. I want to talk a little bit about the casual civilian form a little bit, because it's not as interesting, but also I just gotta gush about it.
I love her civilian outfit.
Yes,
I love it so much.
I am in love with her hair. Like, I'm gonna be honest. I don't care about all those people saying that it looks ugly, that it looks like she cut it herself. Also, shout out to Hana.
Exactly. Oh, Hana, my girl.
Yeah, so on so she has this little like undercut, if you could see it on another
Mm-hmm.
on other pictures.
I love the little undercut.
I really freaking love her hairstyle, okay? Also, I said in the server earlier that I really feel like these designs like remind me of Tropical Rouge a lot, and like look at those like little cowlicks, both
Mm-hmm.
in her Precure form and in civilian form. They look just like your summers.
Mm-hmm. They do call to mind Nakatani
And
design.
they're the colored stripes again. She
Mm-hmm.
has a
Mm-hmm.
little like pink stripe in her Precure form and
Yep.
the gradient on the hair.
Yep.
But
Which
so her shirt on a civilian design looks like a sky and clouds, very pretty. And she has this little skirt, and it looks very nice, balanced, and the color wise, so she has like lots of different hues of blue, and then she has two yellow elements, which are a bow in her hair and her sneakers,
mm-hmm.
and they really like make them pop. Like there are lots of resting areas for the eyes, like the contrast is perfect, the fashion is like very speaking to very modern and cute.
Mm-hmm. I really
And
like
of
her
course,
outfit.
yeah, and of course I'm happy to see civilian form with like bright ass hair.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. We love to see it.
So what do you think about her civilian form?
I think her outfit is adorable. I love the top with like the wider sleeves. And it looks I tend to like things that look like I would possibly wear them, and I would totally wear her outfit.
That's totally fair.
Yeah. So I'm a big fan of her outfit. I agree with you about the hair. I think it's cute. I didn't think it looked ugly when I first saw it. I like the sort of like asymmetrical vibe it has.
Totally.
The longer bit is really cute. So I for first impressions, I'm a fan. I think she looks like a great lead. I really like her design. Um, I'm excited to see her in action.
Yeah, she really looks like she's ready to leap to action at any second. So the casual fashion suggests that the Skyland is at least somewhat reminiscent of Earth, unless this is just like new clothing that she got.
Well,
I don't
yeah.
know.
If you look at the bottom circle with her and Edu, it does look like her outfit is different. So I wonder if that's what she comes to Earth in, and then her civilian form is what she changes into.
Yeah, I was thinking about that too. It's kind of hard to tell, especially like not seeing shoes, not seeing like the rest of the skirt, but
Right.
it could be a little bit like fantasy-ish outfit as well. Like I could read it as that. It's kind of ambiguous in that way.
Right.
It looks like kind of a mix between like actual real life modern wear and something like fantasy wear.
More fantastical, yeah.
Because we might as well encounter a scenario where like Mashiro or someone else like gives her these cool new clothing when she arrives to Earth.
Right. Like a bonding moment.
So, and then she also has her hero notebook on the left corner. I don't really know what she does with it, but like, I don't know, probably just keeps her fantasies in it about being a hero. So, okay, we're gonna move to the actual design. I'm gonna switch back to the second slide so that we can portray it a bit up close. And we're gonna move from up to down. And obviously, I gotta say, her hair piece is gorgeous. The wings, like, the second I saw the silhouette, I was like already screaming and crying and throwing up from how cute it was. But like, I didn't know it was gonna have bows. Like, I was thinking maybe it was just the wings, but this is even better. The pink and blue is always going to be an iconic combo as like one of the best Precure designs, in my opinion. Definitely Hero Lemaire, Laura with her pink and blue. She
Mhm.
looked so
Mhm.
gorgeous, and we are in for a treat with this new character because she is sharing the exact same color combination. Yeah, I really, really love her hair accessories. I really, really love her ahoge cowlicks with her pink stripe. It's like
Mhm.
really, really popping.
Mhm. It's a very nice design element. Yeah, I have to agree with you about her hair ornaments. I also am a huge fan. Um, because again, like I said about the logo, the wing designs for Magical Girls is just classic. And to
Yes.
have like those like two big wings to be accented with the bows, just
Hmm.
chef's kiss. It's gorgeous.
And she has a little earring, which is, I'm not exactly sure what it's shaped like. It could be um, a crescent moon. I'm not sure. It's a bit low quality, so we can't see like everything. And then I think on her chest, like neck chest, she has like a little what's it called, a tie, a necktie with wings coming out of it. And then of course she has her um cape, which I think I accidentally cut out a little piece of it, which is fine. We have another picture. But
Right.
I'm actually really happy that she doesn't have the wing sleeves, because like they would totally make sense. Like, I'm not arguing with that, but I'm just
Hmm.
personally not a fan of the wing sleeves,
That's fair.
like the kind that they had a lot in recent seasons, and Smile Precure Girls also had. So actually, when we get back to the possibility of a fantasy sort of fashion, her outfit does look like, it does have that kind of vibe to me. Like, she has the gloves, this little puff sleeves, she has
Hmm.
the corset, and then I don't know, just kind of, I can kind of feel it.
Yep, it does. It does feel very fantasy. Like she has design elements of that.
So the pink and blue are just very pretty. I have not a lot to say about it, but blue and yellow, as they are the opposite on the color spectrum, they really make the design pop. It looks very regal. It looks like, you know, like gold, which is
Hmm.
another reason I'm sensing this might be like in line with the possibility of the skyline being a bit like fantasy.
Yep, I can get behind that interpretation.
So let's get a closer look, and let's go back to the slide.
Hmm.
So we gotta discuss that cape. That
The
cape,
cape,
gorgeous.
though. Oh, I love it. I love it so much.
Like, it does feel more like a fantasy cape than it does like a superhero cape, especially like
Hmm.
the bottom of it, the little like feathery part.
Yeah, that part feels very regal.
It just, I am a bit divided about the inner side of the cape. It looks like a bit like this very like wine color. It looks very rich and a bit like in your face. But I'm
Hmm.
sure I will come to love it, and I'm very freaking excited to see it animated. Can you freaking imagine?
Oh, it's gonna be so good. I cannot wait for her transformation sequence.
And then her hair, as we noticed before, she has a pink gradient on her hair. How gorgeous is that?
I love hair gradients in character design, so I'm a big fan. It looks really pretty.
So when the silhouette was first showed, people have been like really divided on what the cape is gonna look like, if it even is a cape. And people have been asking for capes actually for a pretty long time,
Hmm.
because Precure Designs, they have featured cape as an addition, but never as a permanent thing, as far as I remember. Maybe I'm wrong, but in my like recent memory, I don't think that happened.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of like even if anybody had any little capes, but like the biggest
But
thing.
remember in Hardcage they had
Yeah,
capes that they used to fly, but again, it was not permanent. It
it
was
wasn't a
just
permanent part.
the
Yeah, it was
fairies used to
the fairies.
transform.
So heart catch is what comes to mind, but like you said, it wasn't a permanent part of the design.
And then I
So,
really love her shoes. Her shoes are blue, but they have this little sun ornament
Mm-hmm.
It looks so good.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I am in love with it. And then her socks look kind of like clouds.
Yep.
She has a little light pink underskirt. I really love the stripes on her top skirt. And like the designs overall look pretty simplistic.
Mm-hmm.
That's another reason why I felt it looked similar to Tropical Rouge. Like, the amount of details feels ideal to me.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Yeah,
Pixie.
the cape is a bit like, yeah, you were
Yeah.
saying?
Pixie in chat said Magical, Chocolat, and Cosmo all have small capes, and that is true. I forgot about
But they are
those.
like, yeah, they're like very minor, I would
Yeah,
say.
like, yeah, the tiny capes.
Yeah, Cosmo did have a cape.
Yeah. And then I think Nate also mentioned this earlier, but I don't know if this is like a weird scan or if this is actually going to be something that comes into play. But did you notice in the corner of this scan there's a version of Pure Sky that has a pink color scheme? Do you think that
Yeah, I'm pretty sure if you look at her shoe and on her left wing on her hair, those are actually just highlighted elements, I think.
Okay, okay.
Because this happened like many times before on scans. I don't know why they felt the need to highlight like the whole thing, but I'm pretty sure that this is just like not an alternate colors, but just like weird way
Just
to
like-
highlight the design.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it says something about the stickers. Okay, so yeah, so the overall design is very nicely crafted. It's very original to the Precure while still being in line with the previous installment. The cape is freaking gorgeous. She's really living up to her name. That sure is Kira Sky.
She sure is.
So I think that's about it. What to say about Sora, aka Kira Sky. So if you excuse me, I'd like to move to the next character.
Let's go.
So the next character is the pink, kind of white character with pink hair. Her Precure name is Pure Prism, and her tagline is "Fuari hirogaru yasashii hikari, Pure Prism, softly spreading gentle sky, Pure Prism." So she is definitely meant to be like a complementing character. Pure Sky, she is looking very soft, very cute. She has hearts in her design as opposed to wings, although she does have wings as well, but a lot more hearts. And then let me introduce you to Higaoka Mashiro. Mashiro is her first name. Mashiro means completely white, I guess.
Yep. Pure white. Yep.
Pure white. Snow White. And Nijigaoka means like hill was like rainbow over hill or something.
Yeah, like rainbow. Yeah, rainbow hills, rainbow over the hill. Yep.
Yeah, so white and rainbow are like the two things notable in her. She is another 14-year-old, but she is from Earth as opposed to Sky. And she comes from the city of Sorashiroshi. And she has a calm and gentle personality as complemented by her. She has a very soft, like, she's like a cloud. She's just so soft looking. She's like Mashiro, more like marshmallow.
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 Yeah, you can definitely just tell by looking at her. She has a very soft design.
So Mashiro transforms her prism, lives with her grandma Yo-Yo, which is I don't know what to think of it. Like, isn't Yo-Yo a bit like a silly, goofy name?
Yeah, Yo-Yo is. Yeah, not
Grandma
a name.
Yo-Yo.
Grandma Yo-Yo. I mean, like, I guess for a grandma, it's kind of cute.
I wonder if it's just like a nickname, like Yoko. Or
yeah,
something.
yeah. Like if Yo-Yo is just what she calls her.
I never heard anything like that, I guess.
Yeah, no, I've never heard that as a
Um,
first name.
and Mashiro is also the person who gifted Sora a new hero notebook. Yeah, you can see in the corner that it's also like highlighted.
Okay.
Like for
Yeah.
the stickers or
Sticker
something.
template. Yep, okay.
Yeah. So Cure Prism has another very unique, interesting design. But let's go back to the slide with her portrait.
Hmm.
And I gotta jump right into it and say I am obsessed with the braids with the hearts on the end.
Yes!
I
I'm
don't
glad you
know I
mentioned
don't know
that.
what's going on in there. I don't know how that works. I don't care.
There's no logic to logic to Precure
If
hairstyles. It's just
you
gotta look
look
cool.
closely, she has a bunch more braids. She has a little bow behind it, but like there are like definitely like 2 or 3 more braids going on behind that.
Hmm.
Which is like, it's so adorable. I
It's
have
super
not a
cute.
lot to say about her like front bangs. They look a bit boring to me, but that's like far from being a problem or anything. I really do love her. Like I gotta ask, like, is that just a hard accessory or is it also part of her hair because the color is identical?
Oh, like is it a little heart ahoge?
It could be. Why
It could
not?
be. Yeah.
So if you look at her casual outfit, she actually has like a little bun behind it. Why couldn't bun like transform into a heart or some shit? I don't know.
Yeah, anything's possible.
Okay, so let's actually get to the casual first, like we did Sora. So Ashiro is she has a little sailor collar. And then on her waist she has this little like belt or something. Doesn't it kind of look like a cat?
It looks like a cat to me. Yeah, it totally
Looks
does.
like a cat. I can't say that I'm a huge fan of her hair, like on either forms. I think her casual looks kind of goofy. Like honestly, I couldn't care less about the uneven bangs on Sora, but her hair looks a bit off to me. I don't know. Maybe it's also a scan like that.
Sure. Might feel differently seeing it in motion.
I do really love her casual clothing, especially her shoes.
Yeah, she's got cute shoes.
The sailor collar on this dress looks absolutely adorable.
Hmm. I really like, this is a tiny little detail, but I love like the, I'm assuming it's some sort of like scrunchie on her wrist.
Totally.
I really like design details like that, especially if
Yeah,
it's
it's like the pretty much the only asymmetrical detail on it, and it like it
Mhm.
really looks really freaking.
Yeah, it's a really nice little thing to make it pop.
So I am still like, it's still hard to believe. Is she really not gonna be the protagonist? Cause like, yeah, like since the Sky is in the title, and we already have Cure Sky, and she's like the first one on everything.
Mhm.
She's got to be the protagonist, but like, man, it's just so bizarre, isn't it?
It is very strange because typically like the character that comes from the other kingdom
Yeah.
is always like the second half of the duo.
Yeah. Like Cure
It
Princess.
would be more typical for Mashiro to be the protagonist, but I have to like assume based on what we know solely right now that Cure Sky is the protagonist based on the way everything is framed, and especially like since this is technically the 20th anniversary series, Mashiro calls to mind Cure White, especially I think Honoka lived with her grandma too.
Yeah. Now that you mention it, you're absolutely right.
Yeah, so to me, like what we've got right now, it looks like Mashiro is going to be the second part of the duo, and Sora is the protagonist.
Yeah, I think this can very well be a callback to Cure White. This would make a lot of sense.
Mm-hmm.
It's not bad to spice things up.
Oh no,
Not.
no, it's exciting.
Yeah, so moving back to her Precure design, she has kind of a lot of things going on her skirt. I really love her the ribbon with hearts on it. That looks absolutely gorgeous. Some people have been speculating that it's actually a cape as well, but I can't see how that could be possible. This is definitely a ribbon.
Yeah, they look like ribbons.
And then she also has a lot of these sparkle stars on her design. She has them on the head bow, she has them on the skirt and the shoes. So as her name suggests, Cure Prism, she has to do with light, which is actually like the whole theme of like sky and light and stuff is already like very reminiscent of the PRECURE season. It was their tagline and stuff.
Yep.
So this is like definitely something is up.
Yeah.
But yeah, as I was saying, there's a lot of things going on, but I can't say I hate it or anything. I find her side skirt like very charming. I really love the underskirt that has like the dark like night-like sky with the shining stars on it. I love her the lower part of the frills that's like the pale yellow part.
Yeah.
I think it looks very nice. They're
Yeah, I
like
think so
cloudy and puffy.
Yeah. I like the puffiness of her skirt. I really like full-bodied fluffy skirts like that. And the ruffles that show the dark like almost shooting star-esque pattern peeking out is really cool to me.
An interesting detail of this outfit is that if you look closely, she has like a sheer, like a semi-transparent part of the sleeve that goes from her shoulder, and then she has a long glove, but which is connected to the shoulder part, sort of like what's it called, like on the sock, like a garter belt.
Yeah.
It looks a bit like a wedding dress, and like God knows Precure is no stranger to the wedding dress theme. It looks very heavenly. Like, that's the best word I could describe her.
Yeah, heavenly I think is a good descriptor.
She looks very like a. She looks like way more like a fantasy princess than the Cure Sky does, but that's for another day.
Yeah.
But yeah, her underskirt is definitely the highlight of the design. It is the darkest spot. It has the most colors of the whole pastel outfit, which really makes it like visually interesting. And the combination of the hearts and the stars, adorable.
Yep.
I think the arms are my favorite part with the giant bows and this little belt thing going on. Very interesting.
The bows and belt are very interesting, yeah.
I think her chest piece, the bow, is a bit huge for my liking.
Yeah, that's fair. At first when I saw it, I wasn't sure if it was a bow or if it was like the top
Kind of
part
like
of
a giant
the vest.
cravat.
Yeah, yeah.
But again, it's like down to preference. Her hair is like pretty long. Not as long as some other characters, but from the silhouette, we couldn't really see the bottom part of the hair, so I assumed it was a bit shorter. But man, it's gonna be gorgeous to see her transform and like grow her hair during the transformation. I really am curious to see her from behind because I need to know what's going on with those braids.
Right?
So I'm going to switch to the picture of Cure Sky and Cure Prism together. So if you could do that, that would be great.
Yep.
Yeah, so we have this visual that I did my best to color correct it and fix the, what's it called, the perspective of the image. Not ideal, but this is the best I could do. And we have a bit better look of the duo, and as you can see, actually we can see the earring better here. Yeah, it does appear that they both have a round like a bowl earring that looks like a Christian moon, again lining up with the sky theme, and then the one. Yeah, if you look at her Prism's side skirt, you can see there are 4 lights coming out from the big yellow sparkle, which looks so freaking cute.
Yeah.
Gives me Twilight Sparkle cutie mark vibes.
Oh, it's just a good part of the design.
And then Pure Sky's shoes with the sun on it, I really like it.
The sun shoes are very cute.
They look very harmonious together.
Yeah, like as a duo, they look really good. Like they balance each other out.
So in Healing Good Precure, since the season was about healing, um, they used green as a subcolor in all of the designs, and here I'm not sure the other girls also have pink in all of them, but you can really tell that these two are meant to be like together, like they're meant to be a duo, because like they're very color coordinated. Like if you can see on the waist, like her sky has pink bows and blue
Crystal's
bow.
blue bows.
Like
Yep,
there's a
yep,
lot of stuff like that going.
yep. Very harmonious.
So they pretty much have the same color theme is the thing, except for maybe the cape. But cape aside, they both have white, blue, pink, yellow, like clockwork. I look at them and I'm like, shippers are gonna go wild for this one. This looks like a wedding photo.
They sure are, yeah.
Speaking of wedding, remember that like figurine of Honoka,
And Nagisa,
and
in
Nagisa
wedding
with
dresses.
like, yeah, this is what vibes I'm getting here.
The figure where they got married, yep.
Yeah. I really love the braids with art. So freaking. They're like beautiful angels. And
They're to
make
bless
my
us.
life better.
They're adorable. I
Yeah,
really
so
do like
that's about everything I had to say about them. Do you have any last thoughts?
I think that's basically what I had to say about the two.
I just noticed that Pure Sky has a heart on her glove.
Yeah, which
Yeah, we had those. Where did we have them? In Tropical Rouge?
Yep.
Just like solidifying my theory.
Yep.
They're like really meant to complement.
Yeah, I sometimes find it hard to like pick apart why I like a design. If I really like it, I just know that I'm like it makes my brain go brr.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Serotonin
these
machine.
yeah, these designs are doing that for me.
I can totally feel you. Alright. So we're about to move to the character that appeared on the earlier scan. And we're gonna look at the Princess of Skyland called Eru. Eru-chan.
Eru.
So that's what everyone's been calling her so far, but like I have a pretty solid theory is that her name just plain and simple comes from the word angel.
Yep.
So you could call her El or Eru, coming from Enjiru. She has hair that looks like wings, has a little wing on her ear accessory, and like the whole season is about Guy and stuff. So yeah, her name definitely comes from Angel.
Yep.
She has such a funny freaking chubby face, doesn't she?
She does! Her face is so chubby and wide.
Like, it's not the first time definitely not the first time we got a magical baby in Precure, but like, she looks like something else entirely. Like, the way her design looks, like she's crossing the boundaries of being the magical baby into being like a little fairy.
Yeah, her proportions seem very fairy-like to me.
She's so freaking baby.
She's the most baby creature.
Oh, Naps, you're so right. I want to pinch her little chubby cheek.
Boo 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 boo.
But yeah, as far as I'm concerned, this is going to be our purple Precure. I'm calling it now.
Yeah, that's a really safe bet.
But yeah, her design is a bit, it's gonna take a little bit to get used to, but I do really like her hair. I'm especially excited to see the good quality scan or like the poster because she looks like so cute there, and she's holding hands with the Cure Prism and Cure Sky, if you can see, or fingers, because she's so small. She's holding their fingers.
Yeah, her hands aren't big enough.
She's so freaking. I wonder if she can like actually fly with those hair. She is floating in the picture.
Yeah, that would be cute if her little hairs
So
helped her to fly. That would be adorable.
Yeah, there's not a lot to say. She has those round eyelashes that I really enjoy.
Mhm.
She has the what's it called? Like on her neck, it's like
Like the little
with a
bib.
baby. Yeah, like a little bib that looks like a
Yeah.
cloud. She has undershorts that also look like puffy and cute. Like all in all, like very solid design. Like I am not a huge fan of magical babies and magical girls and stuff, but this
Yeah.
is by far like not the worst at all. Like I'm sure I'm gonna grow to like her. I just hope her voice isn't like, no, it's super
Grating.
annoying.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I have to agree with you. I'm not huge on magical babies. They're very hit or miss for me. But I don't hate Edu.
Yeah, this
I think she'll
Hakuto
grow on
Precure
me.
really tested my patience with that one.
Yeah, so I like Hakuto. I know that it's divisive, but it's one of my favorites. Um, Hakutan, I can understand people who
Yeah,
don't like
it's
Hakutan.
not about the character, it's just the
No,
presentation.
yeah, no, I totally understand.
But yeah, I'm sure I'm gonna like Eri-chan. I'm very excited. She is a princess, so she is
Hmm.
definitely going to be like a holder of some enormous power or some shit.
Oh yeah, she's gonna have some secrets for sure.
Yeah, so here to hope that she's going to grow into a beautiful, powerful purple precure. And already on the next two characters.
Hmm.
So, other than our leads, our protagonists, our duo match, and Eri-chan have two unnamed Precures. One of them unnamed Pink Precure. So we're gonna talk about her first. I'm gonna be blunt and short. I don't like blonde pink cures.
Yeah.
I had enough of blonde cures in general, so I have said it numerous times before, but the reason for that is blonde hair it exists in real life, so I consider it very boring to put it on magical girls. But that's just me. Like you
Yeah.
don't have to feel that same way, but it's just kind of boring to me. Like when I'm going to watch magical girls, I fully on expect rainbow ass, bright ass hair. That's it.
Yeah, and I can get behind that. I'm not a huge fan of blonde cures either. Partially because I think it's overdone and partially because I also want to see brighter hair colors. I can kind of, and this is just like a personal guess, but I can kind of understand why there are a lot of blonde precure and blonde magical girls because blonde isn't really a naturally occurring hair color in
Yeah.
Japan very much. So it's
Yeah, I was
probably
gonna
more
mention
excited.
it.
Yeah, it's
It
probably
is
more exciting for
considered.
them.
It is considered. I guess it is like yellow, like bright yellow is considered
Yeah.
one of the colors of a rainbow, and that is not wrong.
Right, yeah, but like
Yeah,
it's
personal preferences aside,
yeah.
she looks very regal. She has, I'm kind of thinking she might have a butterfly motif going on with the way the bows are shaped.
Yeah, her
And
bows are
yeah, she
very
looks,
butterfly-ish.
she
Butterfly-esque.
looks kind of like the calm one of the group,
Mhm.
kind of like a calm and mature one maybe,
Mhm.
a little bit spicy like that.
Yep, I'm also
She
getting that
has
vibe.
exposed waist and like lots of ruffles. Her skirt looks pretty short. Like she's really given that like a teen Disney Channel girl vibe. Like very like trendy.
Mhm.
I really do enjoy her orange highlights. She has a little braid and then has yeah, she has pretty much like matching highlights. It's just a great one. I really enjoy the ribbons coming out of her hat or whatever.
Her hairpiece is
Veil.
cute.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
really love the little triangles on the end.
Mhm.
Social butterfly.
Social
Yeah.
butterfly, yes.
Yeah, she really like gives me that vibe. And she seems to have sleeves somewhat reminiscent of Cure Prisms in that they are kind of fading.
Mhm.
Looks very interesting. I gotta say, I really do like when Precures have exposed midriff. I don't know what is it about it. Like, ever since I saw Pure Sunshine, I'm like, I don't know. Something about it looks like very cool to me. I don't know.
It's just a cool design element, yeah.
It's like a bare spot, like a rest spot for the eyes. That the eyes can rest from all the bright colors. I don't know. It's just very nice way to divide the tops and the bottoms of design.
Yeah.
Well, I'm very excited to see what her skirt is doing, because if her hat is that big, I fully expect to see a huge skirt. Actually, does it show it on the poster?
I was just about to check that too. It's not super clear.
Yeah, you can see it a little bit. I think she might have like double colored skirt or something. That's what it looks like. She might have like one side that's like more white and one side that's like
more pink. Yeah.
It's kind of hard to tell.
She
does have very long hair, however.
She does.
I'm sure it's gonna help. Animation. But yeah, it's like, it's not my favorite design, but it's by far not at all bad. Like, to be honest, I like it more than I like, say, her Amore from Haguto. Like, her design was all over the place, and they fucking dared to call her a red cure.
Machete, yeah.
Machete, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's all I have to say about unnamed Precure. Anything you have?
I think you basically summed it up. She looks like she's gonna be like the calm, mature character. She's not
Might also be a bit like snappy, maybe like Laura a little bit.
Oh, I could see that too. She's not my favorite, but I don't dislike her by any means. Yeah. I
really
also
opens a discussion of what's her civilian form hair color then, because we had a very out of the blue thing with the current season where Cure Finale has a very, very dark hair in casual and like bright blonde hair in Precure form, so like it really is curious to me what her hair color is.
Civilian color will be. Yep, that'll be interesting.
And then the last Precure we have to look at is unnamed orange Precure, and people are like really going wild about this one. Partially because there was only one orange Cure before this.
Yep, Cure Sunny, my girl.
Yeah, Cure Sunny of certain smile Precure. And like, it's so sad because the Toei either group her with yellow Cures or red Cures, but like
she's not either. She's orange, yeah.
Yeah.
So now she finally has an orange buddy.
Finally, she has a friend, and people are also wondering if this is actually a boy, and I don't really know. I don't really feel like it, but this design definitely has some gender going on.
It's very gender, yes, agreed. I'm also I'm not convinced it's a boy, but it is a very gender outfit.
Yeah, like bottom line, she seems to be wearing shorts. That is always good to see. I really like the gloves that this Cure has. Those little like lines on it make me think a little bit of like also a bit of a fantasy.
I like her little top hat.
A little top hat, I was about to say. And yeah, people are going like really wild about the giant cowlick. It's kind of reminding me of the yellow Cure of Tropical Root. Like she has Papaya has very interesting hair as well.
Yeah.
Also, it appears to me that she has a ponytail. So her hair is not like all short. And
she's got like a long,
it does remind me of Papaya. So I gotta say the buttons on her waist and the vest are very funny and look kind of like the traffic lights.
They do, yeah.
Like, I don't know what's going on there, but I like them. But yeah, I'm kind of feeling like this character is going to be a bit similar to Chocola.
Yes, I'm definitely getting some Chocolat vibes here.
He seems to be like on the same wave as Pure Sky's obsession with Rose. Like there's something really similar there. I really like the highlight as a little blonde highlight. Like it kind of seems that the two unnamed cures also have some sort of like callbacks to each other because so the pink one has like blonde hair with orange highlight.
Orange highlights.
And she has orange hair with blonde highlight. So
yep.
There's definitely something going on. I do like the sailor collars they have. Always been a fan of those. But yeah, that's about it. She also has a little wing accessory, I think, on the left side of her hair. I kind of can't tell if that's hair or earrings. Let me see if... Yeah, we kind of can't see if the two unnamed cures are wearing earrings or if it's just hair.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm very excited to have another orange cure. That's about it.
Yeah. I'm like of like two minds because personally, orange is not one of my favorite colors. But I do think it's very exciting to have another orange
Discount
cure.
red.
Discount red, yeah. I mean, I do like orange in some capacities. Like it has to be a very specific like shade of orange. And this shade of orange is a shade of orange that I do like better. So that's a point for me personally. I do think it's cool that we just have another orange cure because it's such an underutilized color for cures. And like color aside, I do think that she has a very cute outfit. Like I like the sailor collar, I like her puffy sleeves and her gloves. I like gloves that like kind of flare out at the bottom like that. So I do like her, even though she's not my favorite color.
So moving on to the last slide that I've been showing. Yeah, you can see my little side note that says no fairies inside, but I guess Eru might count as one. But I'm honestly, like, I feel a bit uneasy. Where are the fairies?
Exactly, yeah, like even in seasons prior that have had magical babies, there's been like a fairy as well. So
Maybe
I'm also
it just didn't make it to the poster. I don't know. Sometimes it happens because fairies are not really the main characters usually.
Right.
Unlike the magical baby that usually becomes a precure. But we're gonna just have to wait and see. And then I guess I could mention a little bit. So the magical transformation device, as far as I remember, called Mirage or something.
Sky Mirage, I think it is. Yeah,
Sky Mirage. It kind of looks like a microphone. But maybe it's just me. I don't know. They seem to have individual signs like inside of it. Oh, kitty cat moments.
Kitty cat Yutaka wanted to voice his opinions.
Hi, Yutaka.
He's like climbing all over me.
Yeah, we already have two cat girls here.
So only fitting. Yeah, I also think that their transformation devices look like microphones. They also kind of look like globe wands. So I think it could go either way. I think that the little gems that they seem to put into them, they seem to be called sky tones, and that to me is another point in favor of a microphone interpretation. Simply because tone calls to mind like music to me. But
yeah, people have been wanting another center file.
I would love another Music Center season. Oh. So I don't, based on what we have, it doesn't seem to me like music's going to be like the main theme, obviously, because that's the sky and everything. But if it ended up being,
you can never tell.
You can never tell, and if it ended up being like a sub theme or whatever, I would be very happy.
Yeah, so seeing the group together like this, like one thing I want to voice is that looking at them together, like I feel like the designs are a bit like too girly, even though like the superhero or like hero theme is there. And like the orange core also looks like a bit boyish, but like I feel like there could be a bit more variation. I don't
Sure,
know. It looks a bit like hyper feminine, like even for Precure.
that's fair.
Like I feel like there's not enough variation in eye shape maybe. Maybe that's what's bothering me.
Yeah, like it looks like to me, in her individual shot, the pink Precure had like more, like
Round.
slightly narrower eyes,
See?
as opposed to everybody else. But they look rounder here. So I don't know if that's just like,
It's kind of hard to tell. We'll gotta
yeah,
see more materials, and it's at this point it's pretty hard to say.
yeah, like these are first impressions.
Because like you could say Laura also looks hyper feminine, but she has such a sharp tongue that I would never have guessed that that's what she's like. From the design
Exactly.
alone.
Oh my God, Laura was such a surprise.
And Manatsu herself as well, like she looks like pretty like normal, but she bonkers, crazy, insane.
Manatsu is
Manatsu is like a One Piece character, like borderline.
she really is. She's nuts. I love her.
Yeah, all the silly faces we got. But on a final note, I'm sad to see current season go, but that's inevitable.
It's always
It
sad.
doesn't feel like it's been a whole.
I feel like Delicious Party has gone by very quickly. I
Delicious
absolutely
Party
feel
was
that.
just so well paced.
Mm-hmm.
Like every episode added something pretty much to the overall impression of the show.
Mm-hmm.
Mari-chan, absolute delight. Like
Mari-chan supremacy. I
hands
love
down one of the
Mari-chan.
best Precure characters. Robbie is
Mari-chan.
asking, I don't really know a lot about Precure. Is the baby also main character? It's hard to say at this point, but seeing as she is in the center of the poster, we are speculating that she's going to become a purple Precure in this season, meaning that yes, she would be a main character, but at this point it's kind of hard to tell.
Yeah.
Sometimes it is only a red herring.
Mm-hmm.
We never know. But yeah, so Precure just keeps on giving. I'm very happy to be here alive knowing that there's going to be a Precure season with a blue lead instead of pink. I'm very happy that there's going to be another lead with Twin Tails. I'm very excited to see what the rest of the characters are going to turn out. I'm very excited to find out if there's going to be fairies. Still don't know who's going to be villains, like what their theme is going to be. We don't really know what Skyland looks like. Like there are many more mysteries. Like our impressions of the designs are only the tip of the iceberg that is a precursor.
Yep, there's so much more to discover, and like we haven't even got into like voices or like who the character designer actually is or any of those details either. So there's a lot that we have to look forward to, and I can't wait for the official announcement tomorrow. Or I mean, I guess it's technically later today in Japan time, but it's just the new Precure season is always so exciting. It's always so exciting to find all these things out.
Yeah, it's sort of like collecting the little pieces of a puzzle,
Mm-hmm.
and then the whole puzzle takes a year to really combine.
Yep.
It's always exciting. So I love Precure.
Mm-hmm.
On one hand, it's very like two sides of a coin. On one hand, 1 year is not nearly enough to really like bathe in the new season, like really savor it. On the other hand, like as soon as fall comes in, I'm already like, it's sort of like Christmas. It's like waiting for the new Precure to drop to find out what the logo is going to be, what the title is going to be, and then the actual designs. Like it's always very exciting, and I'm very glad to be a part of the Precure fandom.
Me too. Precure is my favorite magical girl series. And it's
So
exciting to take part.
thank you so much for coming in today. I had a lot of fun talking about this because, like, yeah, so I saw these yesterday, most of them, and I had to hold it in because it was like very late and I couldn't at that time. So thank you so much for joining me on such short notice, Erin.
Of course, thank you for inviting me.
And yeah, so this was my first stream in the new year and also a month, but hopefully I will get right back on the schedule. No promises, however, but I do need to get a good amount of work done, so yeah, I will be streaming chunks of it. But yeah, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you again, Erin, for joining me, and I will see you some next time. До свидания. Bye bye.
Bye.